Good morning, students. So today this is ukulele lesson number 4, and I thought we'd just do a little bit of review for this lesson. Review the pitches of the strings, the tuning, and the 5 chords that we have learned so far, and then we'll run through This Land Is Your Land. Okay, so we learned that the 4 pitches of the strings are G, C, E, and A. And remember that we use the sentence, gatos can eat alligators, to remember those 4 pitches. And when tuning, you can tune to ear. Remember, you trace the string, you find the peg that correlates to that pitch, and you turn it either away from you or towards you to match that pitch. Usually away from you, that'll change the pitch a little bit higher, and towards you will make it lower until you get on the bottom. Then it's the opposite because you're on the opposite side of the head of the ukulele here. And then you can use an electric tuner. When you use an electric tuner, it's not working. You want that line to be in the middle, and you want it to turn green on the pitch you want. Make sure your electric tuner is always in the key of C. You see that little C in the corner for what we're doing, because we are always playing in the key of C. No sharps, no flats. So that's the tuning. If you need to tune, go ahead and pause the video to tune to gatos can eat alligators. And so here are the chords we have learned. The first chord we learned was the C chord. This dark black line at the top, that's the bridge on our ukulele. And we count the frets down. There's 1, 2, 3. So we know we're in the 3rd fret. If I count on my uk, 1, 2, 3. It's my 3rd finger. That's my ring finger. And it's on the 1st string because the strings go 1, 2, 3, and 4. So 3rd finger, 3rd fret, 1st string. We've just learned the down strum, and that's our C chord. The next chord we learned was the F chord. So we're in the 1st finger in the 1st fret, 2nd finger in the 2nd fret. My 1st finger is on the 2nd string, 1, 2. So I'm going to go and take my 1st finger, that's my pointer. 1st fret, 2nd string, 1, 2. When you count, make sure you count from bottom up. 1, 2. And then my 2nd finger is going to be on the 4th string in the 2nd fret. 1, 2, 3, 4. And there's our F chord. Our C7 chord, remember C7, different than C. 1 finger, 1st string, 1st fret. Very nice. Then our A minor chord, Miss Stradley's favorite. 2 finger, 2nd fret, 4th string, 1, 2, 3, 4. Down strum all the way. Make sure when you're pushing on these, especially these top strings, that you are curving that hand around so that you're pushing straight with your fingertip so that you don't get lazy. Your finger, you don't want to touch any other strings. You want to just push back with that fingertip there. A minor, and then finally the G chord. This one was a little bit trickier. We're using 3 fingers. We're in the 2nd fret. Our 1 finger goes on the 3rd string. Our 2 finger goes on the 1st string. Let's go and do that. 1 finger, 2nd fret, goes on the 1, 2, 3rd string. 2nd finger, the middle finger, goes on that 1st string at the bottom. And then our 3 fingers are going to be in the 3rd fret on the 2nd string. 1, 2. This is a little trickier. And there's our G. So we have C, F, C7, A minor, and G. So let's go ahead and play 4 quarter notes for each of these chords, but we'll go ahead and put a measure of rest in between each one. So I want you to do it with me. We're going to play 4 C's. 1, 2, 3, 4, rest. 2, 3, 4, F. 2, 3, 4, and we'll go through that playing all of these chords. Use those 4 beats of rest, those 4 quarter notes of rest, to find your fingering on the different positions on the fretboard. So starting with C, 3 finger. 1, 2, ready, go. 1, 2, 3, 4, rest. Find your F, and 1, 2, 3, 4, rest. Find C7. 1, 2, 3, 4, rest. A minor. 1, 2, 3, 4, rest. And 1, G chord, 1, 2, 3, 4. How'd that go? Go ahead and practice that a couple of times. Pause if you need to, just go through, put 4 measures of rest in between. And now we're gonna make it trickier. We're gonna go through the 5 chords, but this time we're not gonna add rest in between. All right, starting at the top with that C chord. 1, 2, ready, go. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. That G is definitely the trickiest. So go ahead and practice through that. Try going through all the chords, switching through without resting in between. Pause the video if you need time to practice. And now we're going to go through This Land Is Your Land. Probably got to get a little bit closer here, huh? So you can see it. How's that? Okay, this land is your land. So we have F for 8, C for 8, G for 8, C for 8, and then that progression repeats. F for 8, C for 8, G for 8, C for 8. Then we have our double bar line, which tells us to stop. All right, 4 counts in. You can see our first 3 words, this land is, come in before we even start strumming. So I'm gonna give 4 counts and then 1 beat, and then I'm gonna start singing, and then we come in on the F with Your Land. I know you can't really see. I don't think I can strum and hold it up at the same time. Let's try this. Okay, 1, 2, ready, go, rest. This land is your land. This land is my land. From California to the New York Island. From the redwood forest to the Gulf Stream water. This land was made for you and me. And go ahead and practice that. Great job. Let's see, I'll make this a little bit closer just in case you couldn't see it. So you can pause your screen on that music there to practice. And that is all we are going to do, our review of lesson 4.